Data science in your pocket. Imagine literally holding state-of-the-art AI right in the palm of your hand, completely untethered from the cloud. We're talking no subscriptions, zero latency, and absolutely no data privacy concerns to worry about. Just pure, unadulterated computing power running locally on your own hardware. Today, we're unpacking a true engineering marvel. For this explainer, we are diving into MiniCPM5-1B.
1.08 billion. That's the exact parameter count we're dealing with here. Now, in the rapidly expanding universe of large language models, a 1 billion parameter model? That's a featherweight. It's built to be lean. But as you're going to see in just a minute, this specific model punches so insanely far above its weight class, it fundamentally rewrites the math on what you can deploy locally on a laptop, a smartphone, or an edge device. So here's the roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll meet MiniCPM5-1B. Then, we'll look at its hybrid reasoning engine, unpack the training magic behind it, and finally, talk about deploying your local AI.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1. Meet MiniCPM5-1B, the heavyweight champion of the lightweight class.
You know, the public leaderboard really tells the whole story here. We aren't just throwing around bold claims. The hard data totally backs it up. When you stack MiniCPM5-1B up against really strong, highly capable baselines like LFM 2.5-1.2B thinking or the Qwen 3.0.6 and 0.8 billion models, MiniCPM5 just takes the crown. It achieves undisputed state-of-the-art status for the 1 billion open source class. But look really closely at where that advantage actually shines: agentic tool use, code generation, and incredibly difficult reasoning tasks. It's not just spitting out memorized facts. It is fundamentally wired to act as a highly capable coding and tool assistant.
And get this, it does all of that while maintaining native support for 131,072 tokens of context. Let that sink in for a second. This pocket-sized model can ingest massive documents, sprawling code bases, and just huge logs in a single pass without even breaking a sweat. It's essentially a dense transformer built specifically for resource-constrained scenarios that still demand massive context windows. Absolutely wild. Which naturally leads to some pretty fun but incredibly powerful applications. The team actually went ahead and shipped MiniCPM Desk Pet. Yeah, it's a literal digital pet living on your desktop, driven entirely by this local LLM. But hey, do not let the cute little facade fool you. Because of its elite coding capabilities, this so-called pet integrates seamlessly with serious developer tools like Cursor and Claude Code. You basically have a state-of-the-art agent wrapped in a desktop novelty running on your own local silicon.
Moving on to Section 2, let's look at the hybrid reasoning engine. One checkpoint, two modes. So the crucial takeaway here is this. Traditionally, you've always had to choose, right? You either get a fast, snappy assistant model or a slow, deliberate reasoning model. Well, not here. MiniCPM5-1B features a built-in hybrid chat template. By simply toggling Enable Thinking to True and bumping the temperature up to 0.9, the model acts as a deliberate reasoner. It methodically plans out complex code or tricky math problems. But flip that to false with a temperature of 0.7, and boom, it instantly becomes a rapid-fire conversational assistant. You are quite literally getting two specialized models for the price and the memory footprint of one.
Okay, let's pop the hood in Section 3, the training magic. How MiniCPM5-1B got so smart?
The secret sauce lies in a full-stack masterclass they call Ultra Data Tiered Data Management. It basically happens in 3 precise steps. Step 1 is base training, which uses stable and decay training just to build up that core language capability. Then, Step 2 is mid-training. This is where they inject targeted datasets, like ultra-data math, to adapt to specific data distributions. But Step 3, post-training, that's where the real alchemy happens. This step combines supervised fine-tuning, reinforcement learning, and a highly specialized technique called OPD. So let's actually define that. OPD stands for on-policy distillation. Imagine you've got a room full of specialized elite professors. You know, one for math, one for code, one for writing. Now, instead of hiring all of them, which would be incredibly expensive and just way too heavy to run, you have them distill all their expert knowledge directly into a single Prodigy student. That Prodigy student, that is our single release model.
The mechanics behind this reinforcement learning and OPD pipeline are genuinely brilliant. It combines complementary training signals across multiple domains. Technically speaking, it uses reverse KL divergence as the advantage estimate in the RL framework. Now, why does that matter? Well, it completely replaces the older verification-based advantage methods. It looks at the top K logits from both the student and the teacher models and computes the reverse KL on the union of those tokens. And remarkably, it just reuses the in-domain prompts from the teacher models as the distillation data. There's no massive extra data curation required. It's just an incredibly efficient shortcut to higher intelligence.
And if you want to see the real-world impact of that specific RL and OPD recipe, just look at this. Notice the massive gains on math, code, and instruction-following tasks. This post-training method drove an average score increase of 16 points. But honestly, even more impressive to me, it caused a massive 29 percentage point drop in overlong responses. You know those really annoying instances where a model just rambles on and on until it hits its token limit? Yeah, that's gone. You get higher accuracy and tighter, more concise responses. It is efficiency at its absolute finest.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, deploying your local AI, tossing you the keys.
Now, you might expect a model with this much custom post-training to require some super convoluted, frustrating setup, but it doesn't, at all. MiniCPM5-1B uses the totally standard Llama for Causal LM architecture. That means no custom kernels to compile and no weird model code forks are required. Mainstream engines can load it right out of the box. You can run it on Hugging Face Transformers or VLLM. If you want native XML tool calling for those agentic workflows we talked about, SGLang is highly recommended. Or maybe you want to run it locally on your MacBook. Well, there are MLX and 4-bit quantizations ready to go. You can even just load the GGUF files straight into a llama or llama.gpp. The deployment ecosystem here is just totally wide open. And this kind of open ecosystem aligns perfectly with the model's broader support structure. You see, MiniCPM5-1B is officially supported by Flag OS. That's an open-source community initiated by the Beijing ZUN Research Institute. Their stated mission is simple: develop once, deploy across chips. They are actively building a unified system software stack specifically to break down the closed-source monopolies of single-vendor hardware. It's all about unlocking the raw computational potential of whatever hardware you happen to own, without getting trapped in ecosystem silos.
We are really standing at a critical inflection point right now. The barrier to entry hasn't just been lowered, it has officially been destroyed. You no longer need giant server farms or massive cloud budgets to run state-of-the-art agentic workflows. You have the raw power, the massive context window, and the hybrid reasoning capability, all running directly on your own local silicon. So the only question left to answer as we wrap up this explainer is this. Now that elite AI fits securely in your pocket, what are you going to build?